Welcome everybody to the Xonebros. This is your positive gaming and Xbox community. It has been a giant week. Project Helix, everyone. Project Helix is here. PlayStation has announced that they're no longer dropping their single-player first-party titles on PC. They did that yesterday. I think that signals... well, first of all, I did a video on it yesterday, or this morning. I don't know what day it is. Anyways, about that I think it's actually because all these social media bros are like, yes, PlayStation cares about their fans. Like, no, dude, this is them in retreat. Actually, this is them recognizing that Xbox by default is going to have access to all of their first-party titles, making it a harder sell for their console.
I'm gonna say it again. I also think exclusives are anti-consumer. I don't like them. I remember thinking that like a year ago. You got mad at me for saying that, but I stand by it.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think I agree with you, Jordan, but I also think that it's a decent strategy for people to buy consoles and hardware.
So, yeah, agreed. I agree with both of you.
It's not decent for the player, though.
Hey,
It's not decent for the player.
hey, fun fact,
right.
I agree with both of you. So Sony, I think, is in retreat. I dropped that video this morning, and guess what Xbox does today? The new CEO, Asha Sharma, comes out, and she drops a tweet unveiling Project Helix. And here's what she says. She drops Project Helix. She drops the logo. The Xbox account drops like a animation of the logo. And she says, great start to the morning with Team Xbox, where we talked about our commitment to the return of Xbox, including Project Helix, the code name for our next generation console. So now we know the code name, Project Helix.
At this point, why don't you just give us the name?
No, because that's an unveiling. Because this is hype tentpole.
I hope they just call it Xbox Helix, because there's really no other better name you can come up with.
I know when Project Scorpio. Just if you would have called it Xbox Scorpio, that's cool, dude. You know. Anyways, she goes on. Project Helix will lead in performance and play your Xbox and PC games. Looking forward to chatting about this more with partners at studios. My first GDC next week. Now, maybe this was planned for. I don't know. If it was, that's amazing lucky timing that you planned for it. Regardless, it's great communication strategy. Here, PlayStation, the day before, takes their games, announces their first party, their huge titles, no longer coming to PC. Xbox, the next day, comes out and says, here's the code name of our next generation console, and it will play your PC games. There are two divergent strategies here, and we'll see who wins. I don't blame PlayStation. This strategy is what's got them to the dance. This strategy has dominated for them, especially this last. Xbox is trying to change this strategy, utilizing the new technologies. I think, from where I'm sitting, I can see easily 3, 4, 5 years down the road, it's a hard sell to get me to buy a PlayStation versus buy something that plays everything, right? Like I can see why they're going that strategy. Anyways, two divergent strategies. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Regardless, I think Asha Sharma's communication strategy right now is a major level up from where our Xbox's communication strategy was before. And I think this is proof of that.
Yeah.
Spicy thoughts on the PlayStation PC removing their games, the single player games. So multiplayer games are still going multi-platform.
It's just specifically PlayStation Studios. So third party developers still do whatever they.
No, yeah, I don't blame PlayStation for do this. Actually, I consider this a smart move by them, because if they don't, then I'm playing my PlayStation games on my ROG Ally X.
Yeah.
So I totally understand. I think it's just they're just turtling up because they're going back to what worked for them in the past, and I actually think it's smart by them. I think it sucks for me because one of the great things about before Final Fantasy VII came out, was it Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Yeah, because that just barely got announced to be released in like June, I think.
Yeah.
I had already bought it. I think I bought it. I think I bought it on Steam. But like moves like this where I would not be able to play it on, on my Xbox device, PlayStation games. You get where I'm going with this? I know it's a long rounded way, but whatever. I had a long day. Well, it
doesn't apply to Final Fantasy, but your point is that
my point is I was able to at the time play an exclusive game that was an Xbox title or a PlayStation title on an Xbox device, and PlayStation is removing that. So it's like Jordan says, it's anti-consumer because now I won't be able to do that. I'll have to play it on my PlayStation, which is fine because I like my PlayStation 2. However, it's now it kind of sucks for me, but I can see why they're doing it because otherwise I would just play my games on one device.
Yeah,
which is my Xbox.
And I think that's the major appeal. Now, there's lots of unanswered questions here that we'll learn in the coming months. However, the fact that they're already talking about Project Helix here tells me definitely 2027 or high likelihood that we are getting a 2027 console release. And if the rumors are true about PlayStation, that it's not coming till 2028 and maybe 2029, that's kind of a perfect storm for Xbox.
I do have a quick question. When PlayStation announced this, because I saw something where they said first-party single-player titles will no longer launch on PC and PlayStation. They'll just be exclusively to PlayStation. Is that specific to launch? Are they using that word in all of their announcements? Because are they just going to do, hey, we'll release it and then a year or two later?
No, I read it too, and I have to go back and look. I don't remember the exact.
Because I remember seeing the word launch, and I'm thinking like,
I didn't get the impression that it was launch day language. I got the impression that it was it will never come to PlayStation.
Okay, yeah, I was just curious because I saw the word launch and I was curious. So
yeah.
No, yeah, it's smart by PlayStation and Xbox has put them into this mode because PlayStation's, they're like, oh, well, let's release on, was that yours?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. PlayStation is, they started releasing their stuff on Steam and everything. And then the Xbox comes out and says, well, guess what? You can play that on ours. It's like, oh, shoot. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
And they pull it back. Yeah, Jordan, you're right. And starting out the conversation, anti-consumer, it is.
Well, I just think,
but so no one will. You know what's interesting? No one will ever say that, though.
Oh no, you have everybody online is. It's funny. I shouldn't say this, but I think it's funny how many people champion anti-consumer practices, and it's like, well, guys, yet they're pissed when developers get fired for a game not doing well or something. I don't know. But no, what's interesting about this is back in my younger years during the 360 days, I went to bat. I'll be honest. I was an Xbox fanboy. Console wars were real.
Well, that's when the console war was real.
I think as I've gotten older,
this generation, Xbox is like Iran. And PlayStation was like the U.S., just pummeling us with missiles, taking out.
Taking
out the whole regime.
I think as I'm getting older, I think I want to be like Maximus, where it's like I just want to be a farmer. You know what I mean? I just want to go home and enjoy peace. Like I think
I don't want to tell you how that story ends.
No. But it's just like
that's not the story I want.
I don't care about the console war because what's better for me, I think the coolest thing in the world, and I will never be able to go back from this, is the fact that we have a cousin in Hawaii that can load up Arc Raiders on his PC. I can load up Arc Raiders on my Xbox, and then Mark can load up Arc Raiders on his PlayStation, and we can all jump into the same match together. I've no boundaries, no restrictions. I think the best thing that a lot of these studios have done is bringing their games to the gamer.
I've said it for a while. When everybody else, Steam, Epic, Xbox, PC is open by nature. I think, if you're playing anywhere on PC. When everybody else is wide open, it's a hard sell, and it will become harder for you as it becomes more wide open to keep the walled garden console model of the past. It's just the reality. The exception there may be Nintendo for a while, but even eventually I think Nintendo has to go that direction. And the only reason this exception is because Nintendo's kind of boxed in themselves. Insulated themselves is a better word because they're a handheld. And I don't consider their model's just different. To me, they're different than like what is it? something like 70% of people who own a PlayStation or an Xbox also own a Nintendo. That's insane. They're playing a whole other game than these two. But
when I think like me, I know there's other people like me that prefer like, oh, this is nice, all these walled gardens are coming down, because it makes it easier to play and connect with friends. That's me coming from someone who was like way into the 360 console war. I think the younger generation is more on the bring down the walled gardens, because I think there's a lot of the younger generation that won't touch a game unless it comes to them.
Oh, 100%. I mean, and let's take
Fortnite.
Let's take Spicy. Will you play a game on your phone? No.
Never.
Right. Now,
Never.
take Spicy's little Spicy, his son. He will definitely play a game on his phone when just because he's grown up that way.
Fun fact. I got him playing with even the Pro Controller on the Nintendo.
Oh yeah. Okay.
His grandma throws that phone in front of him and he plays it, and it's not at my house. At my house, he's going to have
crap to my house.
At my house, he's going to have an input device. I don't care if it's a mouse and keyboard. I don't care if it's a Pro Controller. Even the nice Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Whatever. You're going to have an input device.
Yeah.
Well, even
in my house.
even using that same example. So, Mark, you would never play a game on your phone, like seriously. You know what I mean? Let's take the game Diablo Immortal, which was originally only a phone game, and then towards the end, they were like, oh, let's just release it on PC too. How many more players did they get just because they made it accessible on PC? You would play. Now, Diablo Immortal has its own issues with microtransactions and stuff, but you're more likely to play that game now because it's on the PC.
Yeah. Yeah, and PlayStation is trying to sell consoles. Xbox is trying to sell software. That's the... Yeah. Although they are selling hardware too, but...
Yeah. Also, this completely wipes out the announcement of this. This is why her communication strategy is so much better than what we've gotten in the past, because it also immediately takes out the day after PlayStation announced this. Here's Project Helix. It'll be open. It'll be a console PC hybrid, and we're not third party guys. We're building hardware. Like, is anyone going to argue that now? They will.
Well, I'm
Some
sure
people will.
There's someone out there.
No, yeah, 100%.
But she's controlling the narrative. PNX is in chat and asks, what do we think of the new CEO, and why did Sarah Braun leave too? PNX, go X1 Gamer, X1 the Gamer on YouTube. Search me. I've done tons of videos on it. Go watch it, and you'll get caught up.
TLDR, he likes her.
TLDR. So far.
Spoiler alert.
I mean,
so far.
The numbers, ultimately, she'll be judged on whether or not she can expand the platform. If she can't, she'll be a failure. If she can, she'll be amazing. So, but her communication strategy since day one, I think, has been on point. And this, I think, is further proof of that.
Yeah. Well, and have you noticed the whole not a gamer has kind of been debunked this week, because you had Peter Moore come out and talk about it, and a lot of bigger, successful people who are not gamers in the gaming industry.
Yeah.
So, but because at the end of the day, like you said, the only thing that matters, I don't care what her experiences is, and neither does Microsoft. All that matters is, does she grow the platform or not?
Grow the numbers, baby.
And that's what she was brought in to do.
Should we talk about Marathon?
We can.
I don't think any of us played the server.
No, I looked at it a couple times and I was like, do I want to play this? And then I got sucked into the TCG Card Drop Gaming Simulator. That game is amazing, dude. That game has me hooked. But Marathon seems like server tests went pretty okay. Not seeing
I saw
a lot of hate out there necessarily for it. Decent. Spicy, you were saying before the show you watched gameplay, you're looking forward to trying it out?
A couple of things that were pluses for me.
Yeah.
It didn't look like it sucked. That's a plus.
Hey, that is a plus. Put that in the plus column.
And it's only $40 versus I was thinking that it was going to be more than that.
Yeah, like 69 or something.
Yeah.
The thing is, the X factor is it's Bungie. Like Bungie nails
and the animations, and then there's a lot of things that look good. This game stumbled and starting 2 years or so ago, when it was a little bit after it announced, and then they went through there was a whole
fiasco.
Their whole stealing.
There were several layers of fiasco that went down that made me just not care, and I think Jordan still is suffering from that.
He's still in the man.
He's still in the I don't care.
I don't care
because of maybe certain things that happened. And then I reminded him, it's because you don't like the art style, and he says the art style is fine. It's just the guns don't look cool.
No, yeah, they're. Well, I mean, they're. Can we not admit that they look like they're blocky Minecraft guns?
They're terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're terrible.
They look like laser tag,
and they all look the same.
Yeah,
which is ironic because usually Bungie's pretty good at that kind of stuff.
I think they all look the same because only a certain amount of guns were released.
Probably.
At the time,
all the same ones.
I think there's like 5 guns. I think there's only 5
variety
guns.
ones are coming in.
So, but watching it, like, what stands out to you?
So keep in mind, I have not played this because I have not purchased it yet, and I just didn't have time to play the play test. They do some interesting things in it. I like how, I mean, it's an extraction style shooter game, so when you're looting, it's like the Tarkov thing where you can't see the items, and so you have to sit there in an exposed position and basically go through, and things start to appear in your inventory, and you can choose to grab them. I find that the butt clenching experience
that's the intensity.
Yeah,
that's the risk reward that they're putting in front of you.
They do things that I think it's different, and I think I like it. It's the difference with this game and, say, an Arc Raiders or a Tarkov is they have points of interest that you can get items from, but the majority of the good loot comes over time. The longer you're in the arena, the better the loot starts.
You know why they do that? To prevent like hatchet runs and stuff.
Well, exactly, and that's exactly why I think it's a good solution to people going in naked, running through, trying to slurp it all up, then leave, and then the people that are actually playing the game have all that loot taken from them.
Wait, so explain that mechanic again. So the longer you're in there, the better the loot is.
Yeah. So let me explain like what's normal in a Tarkov or an Arc Raiders. You have loot that is in the map that is generated when the server starts.
Sure.
And there are hotspots where people can just run to as fast as possible, get it, then get out. And then for the next 20 minutes when people are going through, it's
already gone.
It's gone. And so it's not...
You were fighting and surviving over nothing.
Kinda. I mean, there are things... I mean, you can kill those people, but that's the scenario that arises with those style of games. This game, the good loot is on like the robots, and the badder robots come in over time.
Oh, so they're not available immediately.
Correct. So you need to stay in. You can't just run in and as a hatchet run. You actually have to gear out to take on these robots. And so you have to stay in the round or in the server for a lot longer to get the good loot, which I think is a decent solution to the hatchet runners. And when we say hatchet runners, for those that don't play Tarkov, it's the people that just come in with a hatchet and no gear on them. If they die, it doesn't matter.
The 0 to hero.
Yeah. If they die, it doesn't matter because they didn't lose any gear. So there are things like that that I think is good. I actually think there are a lot of people out there that are saying, this game's just going to fail. It's, and I think that's the mindset from like how Bungie was a year and a half ago with the fiasco with the art.
Again,
the artists,
their communication strategy put them in this hole.
Was poor. Yeah. But I think the game looks pretty good, and I think it's worthy to give this game a chance. That said, I'll have to buy it and play it and see. But from what I'm seeing, it's Bungie gunplay. It's in an extraction shooter, and this is my opinion, not influenced by other people because I don't even watch videos anymore, David, as you know. I just see what I see, and the game looks pretty decent. So I give that I think I'm gonna try it. I don't know how.
When is it? March? Oh, is it today?
Yeah,
today's the launch.
Is it today or yesterday? Something like that. It was this week. It was
March 5th, I think, is the. So I mean, it might have been last night officially, but.
So yeah, so I think they blundered 2 years ago, but I think the game looks pretty fun.
Well, the thing is, it's Bungie. They've nailed, even with all the complaints of Destiny, because I'm seeing some complaints of Destiny 2. Destiny and Destiny 2 were really good games overall. Like, maybe they messed up the end game long term in the expansions, but everyone messes those up. Like,
well, I know there's.
those are really hard to do. But could this be Because what they did is basically they took an MMO and gave us a new style of MMO with Destiny.
I think
could this be that for the extraction shooter, a new iteration of it?
I think the biggest hurdle that Bungie has is to just get people to play it. And I actually think they dropped the price to $40 instead of having it a full price.
Much Arc Raiders cost.
Yeah.
So
thank you, Arc Raiders.
Yeah, I think it was dropped specifically to get people to play it, because right now we have people that are just, they have the residual marketing blunders that Bungie had, and that's going to stop people from buying it. So I think the price drop was a strategy move to just be like, get people on board and or just get people to play it, because I think it looks pretty good. Yeah. I mean, minus the weird
I have
guns and like
the blocky guns.
It would be better if we had, I don't know. I think you're probably going to get used to it, and it might be like Sushi or Jazz. Jordan.
I assume they'll probably make more, but
yeah,
my criticism is I don't think the guns look very interesting.
Yeah.
But that being said, I actually have heard the gun play is better in the stress test than it was in that previous demo they did a year ago or so.
Yeah.
So, but I think, because there's the narrative going around that Marathon's going to be Concord 3.
Yeah.
And then we just had High Guard and stuff. But here's my thing. I don't think Marathon is I think Marathon is in a much better position gameplay wise than both Concord and High Guard. Yeah. Concord, I never played. It came out, and then 2 days later it went away. Like I don't know what really happened there. It wasn't fun.
I don't think anybody but journalists played that one.
High Guard, I did play, and it was a bunch of game modes that were meh, and no single game mode that was good. Yeah. Right? This, it's an extraction shooter. It's it's got that. I do like extraction shooters because, like you said, it's got that, what do you want to call it? That anxiety, that thrill,
Well, that's why extraction shooters are so fun. I know a lot of people want to say, don't shoot, let's be friends.
Yeah.
But the fact that there is a possibility that someone could shoot you
what turns me on.
I do.
Because that's the fact that I have that option.
I do believe Marathon does have the proximity chat, so that's a step in the...
But it's just that the idea or the concept that somebody can betray you or just take you out while you're looting somebody. So when you're looting in Marathon... And the little things, it's like a little like spinny thing.
It's like it's this risk reward dopamine hit.
And it's do I loot or do I leave that body right there? Because somebody's camping that body.
Yeah.
That's what makes extraction shooters unique. And I think that's what makes extraction shooters great.
It's going to be interesting, very interesting. The numbers, as far as gameplay, they let's put it this way: they've not had the fall off at day one. I saw some charts.
No, because I saw on
that
Steam there was
so it's staying pretty solid.
What were they, 70 to 80,000?
Yeah,
and then just
solid.
Kind of multiply that by the consoles and stuff like that. But no, I don't think there's a couple of reasons. One, I think Bungie, even all the stuff that I don't like that they've done in the past, whether it be with Destiny or how they launched in this game, or stealing art, or I don't know, whatever you want to pick, whatever you want to say. I do think like I said, the game is in a better spot at launch than both Concord and High Guard, and I think Bungie has much more, what do you call it, David, runway than the other two games.
Oh yeah, the other High Guard was mismanaged from a financial perspective. A lot of people are like I saw some analysis from journalists who should know better. Like, no, games only have enough money up to deployment typically, and then it's about them making money going forward, and they don't get investment for that. And it's like, well, games that don't have good leadership, that don't budget, that's how. But
games where they have pizza parties every week.
How did No Man's Sky do it, everyone? This was one of the worst launches in history. No Man's Sky seemed to do it, and they didn't even have a business model behind them,
but
right?
I think their finances was they only had like 4 people.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is they had a runway. I think the problem with High Guard is they probably were a little bit arrogant, maybe. I don't know. I'm speaking from zero knowledge, just from the outside looking in, and didn't have a runway. They should have given themselves a 1-year runway, and you would still cut back Because I think that we saw they cut back to 25 developers initially, and it's like, okay, well, they could still develop now the seasons and improve stuff here, even with that small amount of developers. But now they're shuttering their studios, which means they had zero runway. They were so dependent on sales.
And I know Destiny is not what it once was, but I think Destiny is still has a relatively healthy player base. I think Bungie has runway with this game, and I think what I'm saying is I probably won't play this game for a little while. I mean, maybe we'll end up buying it and stuff. I'm just focused on other games right now, but I personally don't think it's going to be another Concord 3, and I think they'll have runway. Now, whether this becomes more popular than Arc Raiders or not, that time will tell. But I don't think we're going to see this game shut down in a month or so. But, I mean, who knows?
No, I definitely don't think so. On Steam, out of 2,000 reviews on Steam, very positive right now.
And that's just off the launch date. Yeah,
which is really good for a launch.
Now, here's the thing. And again, I've not played any of Marathon. I didn't play either test, or I haven't bought the game yet. I have heard that Marathon seems to be more focused on PvP, and that might bring that crowd over from, say, like Arc Raiders and stuff like that. Because it seems like...
The thing. No matter how you feel about Destiny 2 and where it ended up, the gunplay was always like anytime you jump into that game, you're like, holy shit, this is amazing.
It was just fun,
And I guarantee you this, if it's Bungie, this has it.
And what I've heard is the gunplay has improved from that previous test.
Spicy, listen
to
this. On Steam, 2,400 reviews, very positive is the total.
Yeah, see, that goes with what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bungie just wants to get people to play it because it's a product that can probably stand on its own. So
yeah, I think a lot of the hate came in two ways. Number one, their communication disaster.
Well, and even we saw, and fair enough for Bungie taking the criticism.
Yeah.
Everybody was, remember, at first complaining about the art style, and then in the newest update or test or whatever, right before, they changed a lot of stuff to make it look better.
Oh yeah, well, it's Bungie. Bungie has a great pedigree. They know what they're doing. I think it also launched after two massive, colossal disasters. Yeah. And so there's that. And so people are waiting for this one to happen. And then I do think the art style is hit or miss. It's very subjective.
Well, and then I'm sure the stealing art didn't help either.
Yeah, and so, but in all reality, there's lots of games that have crappy art.
Do you remember?
That are fantastic. I'll give you a prime example of a game with crappy art that's fantastic. TCG Card Shop Simulator.
Yeah. Do you remember the stream that Bungie came out with to talk about the stolen art, and the stream was a disaster? Like, they had so many it was just it was a bad month for those guys.
I love those fails, by the way. They're just fantastic.
Listen to this review. Love this game's aesthetic. Okay, the art is very different than a lot of games on the market. So this is a review from Steam. Gameplay is not as beginner friendly as Arc Raiders. However, the gunplay is way better. That's exactly what that's Bungie. It's what you expect from a Bungie game. Feels like something between Halo and Destiny, so expect lots more players focusing on PvP.
Well, see, and that's what it feels like.
You just won spicy, and people like spicy over.
Well, it feels like, it almost feels like they're, like I told you, David, Mark, you were gone, but I was saying, I think what Marathon does have is it seems like they're focusing more on PvP, which I think will take that chunk over from Arc Raiders,
So what's interesting about that?
And it's first person, which is,
recall that I was talking about how the bigger loot comes in later on in the map, with the robots coming in later on to the map. I would say, so it's interesting because it's like a cause and effect. The robots have the good loot that are later on in the dynamic events that happen in the map. You cannot deal with those robots with crappy gear. So now you're going to be going in with better gear, which is going to make PvP way more fun and rewarding when you take someone out that has the good stuff. So it's like they're focusing on PvE in that manner because it's a loot. These games are about loot. So by focusing on PvE, they're actually making PvP even better.
It trickles down.
It's the trickle down effect. Yeah. PvE trickle down.
Here's the question:
trickle down lootonomics.
I think this is actually one of the best features in Arc Raiders, and I wonder, do you think Bungie will do it? The aggression-based matchmaking?
No,
not in this one.
Because they want focus on.
No,
PvP.
not in this one.
This feels. It looks like a more hardcore game than Arc Raiders.
Because I actually think that's one of the best features in Arc Raiders.
Arc Raiders is probably always going to be until someone else replaces them, the seen as the accessible. It'll be like the gateway drug to
extraction
shooters for people.
Yeah,
That's gonna be. I'm gonna be interested. This discussion has made me want to.
Yeah, it's interesting, right?
I may go home and purchase it and test it out.
Because
I mean, maybe I'll watch some people play it over the weekend.
$40 is way better than 70.
Amen.
Like it just seems so much more obtainable.
Yeah.
And
although I just bought a $70 game, I feel like I should give them more. How good it was.
Yeah, Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Do you
we'll
want
talk about that?
We'll do that now.
Speaking of Metacritic, did you see that?
Oh no, let me go look at. Well, let me.
Anyway,
I'll look at
go
that
ahead,
here.
Mark. Go ahead.
No, I just think I had preconceived. Is that what you say? Preconceived thoughts about this game as of 2 weeks ago and previous. And after seeing what I've seen, I think the game has.
Bungie's done it.
It's remember, this is coming from someone who's only watched some gameplay, and half the time it's muted because I'm working at the same time.
Yeah.
And seeing how it
That
works.
actually probably is a better way.
to
Seriously, because you don't have any influence except what you miss out on is if there's like atmospheric effects.
Sure.
But you're just seeing raw, like, oh, and if you think something's good just by that, that's probably a good sign.
yeah, I think that was probably why Bungie put it at $40. They just want.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's such a. They feel like it's such a good product that just get it to. It's $40. Have people play it, and then they will enjoy it. They'll tell friends about it. It's really interesting. So
Marathon, one day in here is viewed as very positive. You think that's good? Resident Evil Requiem on Steam, 28,000 reviews. Overwhelmingly positive,
which means I think they have a over 80% up rate or something like that. Now, also, I may have misread this, but I believe Resident Evil Requiem is now the highest rated game on Metacritic.
Oh, is it?
I believe it. I thought I saw a tweet of that.
You have said you think it's the best Resident Evil of all time. I've seen other people say that.
And Jordan told me the other day he thinks it's the game of the year. It's going to be contender.
Look at the user score. Because that first score, I think, is no one listens to that.
The critic score? Who cares about that?
I actually think you should probably just take that off.
It's because of this. Look at when you click on critics, it's look at who is Carol Quintain?
She's a critic.
But she really liked it. She gave it 100. IGN France.
You get IGN France on there.
Well, maybe the French dub wasn't as good, you know?
Sucre bleu. Sucre bleu. The user
so
score.
9.5. So I don't know if that's the highest for user score. I thought I saw that is now the new highest user score on Metacritic.
Generally games start out high and then go like fade down. I mean, that's how Microsoft Flight Simulator was. That's how Forza is. And that's just because there's a honeymoon phase where people are like hitting it, you know, and then it fades down. So,
but you beat the game.
Yeah, I'm working on my speed run of the game right now because Resident Evil does things really cool. So basically, like the first you play through the game, right? And you just do whatever, you know, you do all the puzzles, backtracking. It's you know, if you played Resident Evil, you know what I'm talking about. It kind of has that like I need to go get this item to then unlock this room, which then allows me to go to the what I mean.
Is there gameplay, Spicy? Should we pull up some gameplay?
Yeah,
is it going to be?
So
are they going to cock block us again?
We're gonna get
that
hit.
one. That one might.
Yeah,
I mean, there is some.
Let's
there
just
is.
talk about it. We're fine.
There is. Well, you could do the trailer. The trailer won't, but there's some. That game is gory. So, but.
Is there any boss fights
You know
where
what we should
naked
do?
people
We should
come
have
out of the
we
slime?
should have AI listen to us while we talk, and whatever we talk about, they pull up for us.
But
it could you know that could happen.
yeah. So yeah, you play through the normal game, and then once you beat it, you unlock like the harder difficulty, you know, and then you also unlock a bunch of different challenges. Challenges are achievements in game, like play the whole game without healing. You get 10,000 challenge points, and then you can then take those challenge points to buy perks.
Okay.
One of them being, which is why I'm doing the speed run one. I'm doing speed run, no crafting, and no healing, all in the same run to complete all those challenges. And the reason you get that is because then you can buy things like infinite ammo or rocket launcher,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
And then you can then take the infinite ammo and go into the super duper hard mode, and you know, so
that's cool.
it's just I think how Resident Evil does it, it's just fun, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that right now. The first playthrough, just like regular story playthrough, I think It'll probably take people around what, like, I don't know, 8 to 11 hours. I think I clocked in at like 10 something.
Oh, that's
10 hours.
That's a good time. That's like, to me, that's the perfect length.
Yeah, and that was there's some stuff I missed. I missed a couple.
15 hours is a good length.
Yeah, I think if you zoom through but watch all the cutscenes and stuff, you're probably looking 8 hours. If you kind of I did explore and try and unlock some other rooms, and I got most of the collectibles, not all of them. So I think I was sitting around 10 hours or something.
Okay.
Because it tells you the time on the final thing.
So why is this? Why do you think you said this game cost you $70, and you?
I feel like I would have paid more. Like this game, I told you, David, and we've talked about this before. This is where you get your AAA price tag. This is what a AAA developer can do. We talked about it when we saw like the Fortnite event. Yep. Same thing here. Like when you have money and you don't have dumb people working for you.
Talent plus money equals
and you're an Eastern studio. you make. I mean, this is my opinion of a AAA game. The story is incredible. The gameplay is fantastic. We talked a few weeks ago about Assassin's Creed, how like in Shadows the dual protagonist system, it just didn't feel good. Yeah. This is completely the other side of the spectrum. Like the dual protagonist, it's like you're playing as Grace, right? She's like your scary playthrough, and then there's Leon, which is the dude's a unit, man. Yeah. So anyway,
you told me Leon you think is the best.
I do. I'll tell Mark too. But
go ahead, tell me.
I think Leon, after playing Resident Evil 9, so Leon Kennedy, you play him in Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4, he's in 6, and then now in 9, and then there's movies and blah, 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 right? Going through like from Resident Evil 2, which takes place in like 1990-something, and Leon's just a young guy.
By the way,
rookie cop.
Fantastic remake if you want to play that game. Yeah. Is it on Game Pass? Or do I
know they put
it's in my library. I don't know if I bought it or if it's on Game Pass.
I think all the Resident Evils minus the new one is on Game Pass, because I know they just added Village and 7 to Game Pass.
Yeah, I think 2 might be on Game Pass.
But anyway, so going through like Leon from that point to Requiem, I think, and honestly, I don't know if it's even close anymore. I think he is the greatest video game character ever created.
Why?
Just his whole
John Marston, for instance, greater than Master Chief, greater than the Gears dudes,
because over the course, over the course of playing him,
I don't think Link's a pussy. There's no way. There's no way Link is a pussy.
He's an elf.
Okay. There's no way. He just does the right thing. He doesn't even say anything. He's like Master Chief. He just goes in.
Doesn't even say anything. Yeah, he looks innocent, but he'll slice you up.
He'll
solve that puzzle and slice you up.
If you played just Requiem, you would be like, oh yeah, he's a really cool character. But like I'm talking playing him from like number 2, then playing number 4, then playing Requiem, and then even if you've seen a couple, like I think he's the greatest.
Marcus Phoenix?
Character. Yeah. And I think
better than Marcus Phoenix?
I think it's because when you started with Leon,
Nathan Drake?
Yeah.
Who's that graveyard digger in Red Dead?
Sid.
Better than Sid?
He might be the greatest side character.
Best supporting.
Trevor? Better than Trevor?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's because it's one of those things, it's like you grow up with Leon. You know what I mean? Like his story arc from when he was, I believe he was in his early 20s, and then I think he's 49 in the new one. Like it's cool. And then it just how like his one-liners, like he's a cool guy. And there is some parts in Requiem where it gets a little bit emotional and you're just and it's because of the flashbacks to the and you're like, oh man, like it's when he goes,
okay,
yeah.
But
so
I've played Resident Evil 2, and that's basically it.
I would play if you want like.
So can I jump into this? Would I have if you want
to feel how I felt? I would suggest playing Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 4 remake,
and then get burned out, and then never play Requiem,
and then go to Requiem.
Well, no, Requiem being a 10 to 15 hour game, that is beautiful. That's the perfect.
The thing is Resident Evil 2 remake and 4 remake are around the same timer.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
You know, and that's
and they're linear. They're very linear games.
You don't need to do all like the extra stuff that I'm doing in Requiem. You can just beat the story.
And they're much more linear games, so it's harder.
Resident Evil 2 has like a Leon A, Claire B, Claire A. You don't have to just do the Leon campaign, and then that'll kind of get you the. But no, it's one thing. This is, and I told you this too, David. The voice acting in this game is some of the best I've ever heard.
Yeah.
There are parts, especially with Grace Ashcroft. This, by the way, is your best argument against AI because this voice acting, there are parts where Grace Ashcroft conveys fear and even some parts where she conveys like grief and you like feel, you're like, whoa, like it is a top-notch performance.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool.
And then even Leon Kennedy, the big bad guy, Dr. Gideon, he kind of reminds me of like a Joker from the Dark Knight acting style. Kind of, it's like, you're almost like, well, you're kind of, I wonder if Heath Ledger was your inspiration, like, because he's kind of got those mannerisms. Anyway, it is an excellent game. It's my game of the year.
Yeah, it's,
I know we got Crimson Desert and maybe GTA later this year. I don't know if those games will do it. I mean, I think those games will be good, but I don't know if they'll beat out
Crimson Desert.
Requiem.
I keep going back and forth on it looks cool, and then sometimes I'm like, oh, but it's open world and it looks giant. Is it going to be what they say it is?
Well, and just so going back to this dual protagonist thing, it's when you play as Grace, which is your scary thing, like there's this huge buildup of anxiety, and then right at the perfect moment, you switch to Leon, and it's just a release. Like I guarantee so much work went into that because it really is perfect.
We're clipping this review for that one line.
Well, that's the only way to describe it. And like, okay, the best quote I saw on Twitter or X was, Grace is trapped in a building with zombies, but the zombies are trapped in the building with Leon.
That's
but there's this really cool, and then the way their story comes together and the way the timeline works, it's just a lot of thought and care went into this game. The writing's good. You can't really say that much about games nowadays.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You know, the story, the callbacks to some of the old games, like it's just
clearly.
It's fantastic.
I mean,
it really is.
Everybody, I've seen that everywhere. So go check it out if you're a Resident Evil guy. Resident Evil Requiem.
I played on the 360. Performance is fantastic. Graphics look good.
360.
Oh, sorry. The Series X.
Good for you, Jordan.
That's optimized.
Series X. Yeah.
Wow.
It can run.
Wow.
No, sorry.
Pull that old machine out, huh?
The Series X, but I've seen people be playing on PCs, and it's working.
Yeah, that's good.
I told David, I said, David, just play the first 2 hours, and you'll be hooked.
Huh? That's cool.
Yeah, Mark, you should too. It's just, I mean, I don't know if your wife would want to watch you play that game.
Probably not. She likes rainbows and butterflies and everything good in life.
Yeah, this is chainsaw through the heart.
She's like into horror, actually, and you just never know.
I had no
There's
idea.
like this dark side to her. Like she has a secret room you don't know about, and there's like skulls in there and stuff.
She's done a really good job at hiding that.
Hey, but check this out. If I stay on my current trajectory of my speed run right now, I think I'll get 3
You
hours.
want to know something funny about like Megan? So, and I think we watched The Walking Dead like the first episode together, like all of us, and she was crying. She started crying because a horse died.
Oh yeah.
In like the first episode.
Meanwhile, people are.
I know people are, but critters, rainbows, butterflies. She's just a bubbly person, and that's funny. Because I'm like, it was the horse that got you? Like, humanity's done.
The 2-year-old boy right next to him. That's funny. We should pull up gameplay for this next game.
Crimson Desert?
And that is my game of the year right now.
Yeah.
Which is...
Trading Card Simulator?
Which is Trading Card Game Shop Simulator.
That game is
whatever.
also very
Dude, the game is legitimate. This game is a one-man studio. It has more players right now on Xbox than Resident Evil Requiem. At least earlier this week it did. In fairness, it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, so
Resident Evil Requiem
is a $70 game.
But it's brought in $11 million in sales so far, and with good reason. TCG Trade Card Shop Simulator.
It looks terrible.
You're
but
like,
it's very fun.
You're like, you got to check people out of your store.
Give them change.
It should not be fun. It should be tedious, and it nails the addiction factor, and it does it a couple ways. First of all, it's basically what you want out of a card game. It's a card collecting game, essentially. So you've got the collecting card aspect to it, where you can literally collect these cards and put them in your binders.
Tetramon?
Tetramon is what it's called. And you run a card shop, and you got to upgrade your card shop. You got to sell cards. You can sell accessories to cards, like
you can even
have different types of card packs that you sell. You got albums, you got sleeves, you've got stuffed animals.
Well, then you can work your way up to tabletop, comic books.
Yeah, the whole shot, and you're just trying to get by. We talked about this last week because Jordan had played it.
Yeah, it's really fun,
and we've all jumped in. And I don't know how many hours I have in now, but there were like 5 days in a row where I stayed up till 2 a.m. playing this game. That hasn't happened to me in forever.
Yeah.
And because it has what I call is the Stardew Valley effect, the
next day,
just one more day here that I got to get to. And so, I like where he put his cash register. That's actually kind of smart. It's
I kept mine in the default one, but added another, added a like in a corner, and then mine's.
Did you employ a cashier?
I have 4 employees.
Oh wow, you've upgraded.
Yeah. I couldn't, Jordan. I know you hate employees.
I do. I don't want to pay him.
Jordan even hates turning the light on.
I do, yeah.
He doesn't want to pay the bills.
Once you get them, you can't go back. It's so hard to go back.
Yeah, like I could not be where I'm at today without my employees. There's no way. I am making way more money now than I ever have because of my employees.
So do you still cash out yourself, or you let your employees handle it?
So I actually have 3 people on stocking because that's where it is most important.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I have.
Yeah, because it's nothing to buy stuff. You just buy it.
I have 5 employees.
You let them pick it up.
I have 5 employees.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I have 3 on stocking. 2 on. You can give them secondary jobs. I have 2 on cashiering, but one of the cashiers is helping with stocking. So I actually have 4 people on stocking.
How many very fast cashiers do you have?
Just 1.
Yeah, just the one. Okay.
And he's not that fast compared to me.
You're the fastest by far. But
Yeah, you're the one who cares.
Yeah,
just like real life.
Yeah.
And they're so dumb sometimes. I've had them drop a box and walk outside and stand
there and then come back. Yeah.
Are they taking a smoke break?
If you have rest on either 1 or 2, so I put, because that kept happening to me, I put cashier on primary, and then I put cashier on secondary, and that stopped that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I actually have that on the cashier.
No breaks.
No breaks for you. What am I paying you for?
Hey, you pay him like $500 a day.
Dude,
yeah, there's no breaks.
I'm telling you, have them stock the shelves, and then
bro. Remember, I fired my cashier because I was in debt.
You almost went under. You were like 7 days past due, and the interest alone on paying them.
Yeah, I didn't realize
was killing you.
I didn't realize what was happening. But I was like, I can't get rid of my stock boy. Now you understand why. You can't go back to stocking.
Yeah, it's so funny because we're watching footage right now, and this game actually looks terrible.
Yeah, you're like, why would I play this? This is stupid. I'm literally counting out change to people. No.
Then he's opening cards.
They nailed the dope. So I've thought about this a lot because.
Oh, did you guys turn up your card speed?
Oh yeah,
that's like the first thing I did.
Yeah, I've thought about this a lot because there's a lot of mechanics here that are just really well thought out. It basically this game hooks you because everything is a decision. Like everything is like, okay, I open these cards. Do I keep these cards? Do I sell these cards? Okay, I have this much money. Do I replenish my stock? Do I upgrade? Like it's all, and that is, it creates this hook, this dopamine hit. Every time you open these, it's so smart how they do it. Every time you open it, it shows you the card value of each card, so you know right away that's a dopamine hit right there. Then it shows the total value, and then you can I collect all of the hologram cards. I love all the ghost cards. I haven't sold any. I'm just keeping them for now.
There's an achievement where you want to keep all the expensive cards.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
So just so you know,
you gotten it?
No, it's have 2,500 expensive cards basically.
Oh wow.
And all of them. So you cannot get that
I'm trying to get all the ghost ones.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm collecting.
Just so you know.
The other thing I'm collecting, you guys know, is the crappy graded cards. Anytime someone comes in with a scratched up graded card, I buy that bad boy.
You know what's so funny? It's a simulator game, and we're playing. I'm playing this game differently than how you were playing or how Blake is playing.
Yeah.
I am a card shop that doesn't. I'm not a pawn shop, so I have turned off anyone approaching me asking me for a card trade Straight up turn them off.
You can turn it off. How do you turn it off?
Go to the cashier and press B, and you can turn it off there. And now when you turn it off, it has a little sign that pops up.
We do
that
not
says,
accept.
We are not exchanging.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's actually funny.
Yeah. And the reason I do that is because I want to be the guy that has everything for my community, you know, because I'm playing this like for real.
I like that.
And if I were to have to stop and talk to people,
I decline 99% of them.
Oh,
that's me too. That's exactly why I turned it off. I'm gonna get the good cards from my polls.
But at higher levels, I hear you get. I've seen
You probably get like very
really
high
good cards,
ghost cards or what, you know.
Okay, that's fine.
I hear you get great flip cards too. You get like a
even
$5,000 card that you can grab for $1,000.
Even with 5 employees.
Yeah.
I'm still
like frantic.
But I do see the light at the end of the tunnel that now I'm having more time to do stuff.
Oh, like open card packs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
And with 2 cashier, I have one cashier that's permanent, another one's like backup. With 2, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, nothing enrages me more when there's long lines.
Oh, I know. Yeah, me too.
Like get at it. Come on, you're taking up my space, dude.
Yeah. But I pay a lot of money per day for those employees, Jordan.
Yeah.
But
well, now imagine.
But I went from.
Imagine not realizing that you freaking had to pay them weekly and you were overdue.
I was getting $2,000 a day. I'm now up to $15K a day.
Yeah.
Because I have employees, Jordan.
It's the stocking.
It's scale.
Because stocking is what brings people into your store. If your shelves are full, you get people into your store.
Yeah.
Also, is it correct the card? The buying the seat, like, do you have a card table?
So here's the deal. I thought I would want to do a community, like people, look, come on in, play games.
Yeah.
I was getting, when I had them, I was getting like $1,000 a day.
You got rid of all the tables too?
I got rid of the tables and I got rid of the dice.
Do you have
those 2 things?
Oh, dice doesn't sell. Dice sucks.
Well, people buying dice only buy 1.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. As soon as I got rid of the card tables, holy cow, money, dollar signs were everywhere.
I was thinking about taking my card tables.
No, wait. When you say card tables, you mean the playing tables?
See those tables at the top right of the screen where people sit down and play?
Oh, yeah.
They don't buy anything.
So I think their early game, you get money.
No, you get like $7 or $20 per hour.
Well, there's like $25 ones that you get. But still, you're right.
But that's one sale that happens instantaneously. And so it's crazy. As soon as I got rid of the tables, I started making so much money.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
Get rid of them.
No,
Get them out.
I'm talking about the card display where you're selling individual cards.
Card display, I did for like an hour of playing, which I have like 15 hours into this now, something like that. I don't know. And I have not done it since. You could make really good money there.
I think when you get once you get higher level cards, you can. But my problem is, it's like we were on with Blake, and Blake was like, I just sell 50-cent cards there.
I know, I cannot believe
but
that.
It takes so much time. If I could just hit a button and it replenishes them all with a set price that I have.
So, interesting. Have you gotten the workshop yet? The workshop lets you...
The workbench?
Or the workbench?
Yeah.
It lets you set a range, and I use this quite a bit.
It sells them in packs, right?
It sells them, so you can set a range. Only put in this box, it's a bundle box, only put in 1 cent to 99 cents, and only use cards that I have
duplicates
of at a certain amount. I put 4. So if I have 5 cards of 1 card, then it'll automatically put them all in there. You stick it on a shelf and you can sell it. And you can do it at different ranges. So $0 to $1.
So do you gotta
$2
go
to
do it
$3.
physically, or is it automatically running for you?
You have to go do it.
Yeah.
But that's you could.
But that's better than that card table right there, where it's individual. Because my problem is with the same thing where you removed your playing
card tables
tables
are for the high end cards.
Yeah,
I would put the high end cards.
And
there
I don't want to
when I bring it back.
I don't want to sell any of my high end cards because I want the achievements.
Yeah, I want all the high ends as well.
And you only have one of them. And so if you're a collector, like every card shop owner should always be a collector, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm collecting. Because I'm grading all those bad ones.
I know, grade them. Yeah. Why did we get into the business if it was not to hoard cards? You get what I'm saying?
This rookie mistake right here.
Yeah.
Not only does he have tables, but he's getting the card. That card table takes up so much time. It was so tedious to go through.
So you
put them up.
Mark, you got rid of your tables, like the playing tables, because I think what I'm gonna do
Less
is
smelly people as a result.
My plan was to move. My plan was to move all my playing tables to Shop B.
That's a great idea.
And then Shop, because I know Shop B is like, I've seen people use it for like their storeroom. I don't really need a storeroom.
Yeah.
So I was gonna expand, like the whole Shop A will be like shop, and then I was just gonna put nothing but tables in Shop B.
Yeah.
But see, even then, if spicy, I think balance.
But if it's not,
I think there's some balancing that has to happen here.
So do you know what else? Watching this, do you know what else is important? I did not know this, but prices on every card, and I found this on just by accident because it's one of the chores you can give your employees. Every card fluctuates in price up and down every day.
Yeah. That's why when my graded ones, when I first got it, was $900 in value. It's like $2,000 in value now.
So, and it happens with all the boxes and the regular cards and stuff like that. You can set an employee to update the price on every item in your shop when he comes into the store.
Know that. That's nice.
And he'll go in and adjust for you
and keep it rounded.
So you don't end up losing money. Like when you set it
fun.
up, you can set it up the same way. You can do market price plus 10% round up.
So I wonder if this is what hurts you when you start selling big boy individual cards, because that's where those tables give you the added benefits of like X type of card increases in value the following day.
Well, for sure. Also, you can set your book of all your cards to only show duplicates.
Yeah, I do that.
And then so you can technically start selling them. The hardest ones to deal with, I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. You have your high ends that you're going to want to put on that card table. But what about like the $12 to $50 ones? I don't know how I'm going to deal with that.
Yeah, like mid tiers.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting the like graded card display cases, and I'm just throwing mine in, all my graded ones in there. But the 50 ones, I don't know. I'll have an employee only do the card table.
Well, no, they don't automatically adjust the price on the card table. At least not in mine. I don't know if my game's bugged. But that would be so much better to just sit it on the table and have him adjust the price. He doesn't do it. And I think that might
might be some. They definitely need to. There's some balancing here that's off. Like,
well, I do know.
For sure.
I know you can kind of break the game in a way and only sell boxes and stuff. I do think. I mean, as much fun as it is to break games, I do feel like they need to balance how customers buy items just a little.
Just tune it. You should be rewarded for variety. Like it should be an algorithm that increases
like, for example,
as variety increases.
Like
that's what specialty stores are. We only sell boxes.
But it's like
boxes are
It's
us.
like if I were to go to the grocery store and Dr. Pepper is the highest selling soda, so it's the only soda they have there.
Hey, you'll make money. If I ever need Dr. Pepper, I know where to go.
Yeah.
I
just feel like how customers pick out items needs to be just tuned a little.
So everybody,
bit.
This game was made by one dude.
Yeah, and he did a great job.
I'm telling you, we should make our own game.
What did Blake say?
I really want to make my own game.
Blake said, made me laugh.
Like as
Blake said,
hobby game, just a hobby vibe code.
When we were in chat, wasn't it Blake that said, "I think the guy can now open a real card shop from the money he's made off of
he's crushed it." Now this is a unique thing, and
this guy's already flying. He's doing great.
A 1 in a million shot here that this guy that developed.
Well, we said it the other week. The simulator games just seem to be fun.
Yeah, I'm convinced it's because
the human loves tedious tasks.
No. It's because we have overload in everything, and in gaming we do too. In gaming we have we go in. That's why I'm worried about Crimson Desert. Not that it's not going to be a great game, but you open
Isn't
a
that
game
like next week or something.
No, it's the end of the month. It's a couple weeks. You open a game that's a giant open world game, and there's so many options to do, and you've got to learn crafting, and then you've got to learn potions, and you've got to learn your skill tree, and you've got to learn all that. These games, you come in and you do one thing, and that's kind of true gameplay, and that's why I think there's been this resurgence, not even a resurgence, just a freaking skyrocketing of these simulation games, because even though this game actually has pretty decent depth, it's a single-purpose game. I don't have to learn. There's no crafting tree for me here. There's no wandering the streets and hoping I come across this crazy quest that gives me this crazy item that then I have to break down that gives me these resources that then I can use to craft by combining these gems that I picked up in the dungeon.
Instead, you have monotonous jobs and chores to do.
Yeah. Instead,
and stress.
Instead, the single task games give you a sense of progress that those other games handicap, and it's this. We're cursed by our richness in technology, because kid us would have been like, wow, look at these worlds. But in reality, like gaming has burnt us out of those. Like, and
I think life has.
I'm talking collectively. And then you combine that with like just constant inputs all the time. And like these single purpose games, I think are crushing it. And I think if you want to make a AAA simulation game, you're a AAA studio, why don't you make this as a AAA version of this?
Yeah.
You would crush it. Dude, if this game was a free-to-play game,
I think what they should do. I think what they should do. So right now the game's still in early access. Once he gets to 1.0, I think the first expansion should be like a house and kids.
No.
So then you have the stress of like life.
No.
You know?
I think the first DLC,
you got to make profits.
I think the first DLC for this game should be convention.
Going to conventions.
Yeah, card shop convention. And you've got to like get your tables,
your tent
set up.
Your booth.
And people come up to you and they ask for very specific cards.
They do in this game. They actually do in this game.
They do.
And I never have them.
I never have them either. Yeah, I've never had them. Well, I didn't know you could turn that off. Maybe
I turn them off. It's so nice.
I'm enjoying collecting the scratched up graded cards.
See, but I will do that near to mid game.
Okay, once you get the employees.
Yeah, because then you'll have time to deal with those people.
See, like that card, I wouldn't sell that card. That card's badass.
Well,
I would keep that card right there.
What this guy's doing, rookie mistake. He's selling his only copy of these cards.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we're out.
We're still live.
Oh, it's the game.
The game just
anyways, it's on Game Pass, everybody. Definitely worth a check out. We are loving it. It's as good as advertised. Mm-hmm. So, in fact, now I want to. Dang, there's a lot of good games. Go try out Marathon. Go continue with this. This game has caused me again to stay up super late. Like, and I never stay up super late.
Yeah,
it's affecting my.
I was playing Resident Evil.
Your health?
I was playing Resident Evil at like 1 a.m, and you were still on playing trading cards.
And Jordan called me on it the next day.
I was like, hey man, I saw you on
last night. I was like, yeah, dude. Hey, dude. Anyways, go check it out. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. We actually don't have an after show because Jordan the Man has to go here. We will have one next week. But thank you very much for being here. Hope you guys have a great week. We will be back next week, same time, same place. If you haven't yet, come over to YouTube and subscribe to us here. You can also support us by joining the membership channel. Just join the channel and you become a member.
Yeah.
And also rate, review, and subscribe to us on podcast platform, wherever you're listening to us. Have a great rest of your day and week. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.